Leni Robredo. You will say, sino yan? Bakit si Leni? Leni and her husband were members of the Couples for Christ. For those of you who know Couples for Christ, you know they are very faithful to God. They are people of faith. And Leni and Jesse were Couples for Christ. Now, who is Leni Robredo? She graduated from UP Economics, and her father, who was a judge, wanted her to be a lawyer. But, alam mo, UP talagang kortadong utak mo, so she said, wag muna. Recess muna. Punta ako sa Naga, I will work. I will work in this Bicol Water Basin Development Corporation, headed by a very dynamic president. And who is that? Jesse Robredo. And of course, they fell in love. And they got married. So, postpone ang magiging law student, she got married, and the next year, Jesse Robredo ran for mayor under Lidia Corda. Sino ang campaign manager? Siya ang president. At the same time, she became a mother. Okay? So in all, she had 3 girls. So she was campaign manager for Jesse Robredo, mother of 3 girls, and she went back to law school. Did she finish it in 4 years? No, it took her 7 years. Why? Because 3 ang anak niyang babae, she's in charge. Piano lesson, punta siya with the car, mag-iintay, babalik. So she was a very good mother. Campaign manager, election every 3 years, siya ang tagahawak ng pera. Siya ang she knows everything that she's doing. Law student pa, so she took it in 7 years, not 4. And then, passing the bar, lumagpak siya the first time. Sasabihin niyo, hindi siya nag-aral? Yes, because when she was studying for law review in Manila, nagka-dengue yung anak niyang bunso. Balik siya sa Naga. Lagpak sa first time. And do you think that deterred her? No. She's gonna be a lawyer because that's what she promised her father. Second time, she passed the bar. She became a lawyer. Ngayon, saan siya magtatrabaho? Did she go to Angara? Laking sweldo dyan. Did she go to become lawyer in San Miguel? Just like some of our senators, one of our senators? Laking sweldo yan. No. She went to a not-for-profit so that she will be pro bono for farmers and teachers and fishermen and abused women. So, Leni Robredo talagang servant leader. And when her husband died, alam niyo ito, in August 2013, okay? Her husband was asked by Noynoy to attend a ceremony in Cebu. And instead of going to Cebu Pacific back to Manila, he said, I want to go to Naga because my daughter is doing a swimming competition. You know, they're very close sila. So, kuha siya ng aeroplano, and the airplane sank into the Masbate waters. Nobody knew about it. And when they learned that he died, devastated si Leni at ang kanyang 3 anak na babae because they were so close. And shortly after that, Noynoy asked her to run for Congress. I mean, nakabagyo na pa lang, election ng November. So, she hesitated. And she talked to her 3 children, 3 daughters. Alam nyo, when I was also widowed, my youngest daughter was so afraid that I will die too. I think that's natural for children. So, pulong-pulong sila. And then they understood. Sabi ni Leni, what would be your father say if this is presented to us as a family? They want me to run for Congress. What would your father say without any question? Papa would say, serve the people. And so she ran, and she won against the Villafuerte. The Villafuerte has been ruler of Camarines Sur for many years. Mayor LJ, and El Rey was governor. Congressman Luis, the husband, was congressman. And the wife was running against her. But in that election, 78% voted for Leni as congresswoman. And that's why she won. And these are the things that she did in the 2.5 years while she was congresswoman. And so, when she was asked by President Noynoy and Mar, can you be my vice president? Again, I have to talk to my daughters, I have to pray. Because vice president, ang taas-taas yan, successor to the president. And after talking to each other, she asked again the question, what did your father say? Jesse Robredo has been truly a servant of the people. When he was elected, and Villacorta was telling him, itong gawin mo, how to get money from people. He said, no, I cannot do that. I was elected by the people, and I will follow what the people need. So, Lenny knew that service to the country, service to the people is paramount. And so she asked again her 3 daughters, ano sasabihin ng tatay niyo? What would your father say? And all 3 said, Mommy, you have to serve. And so she accepted being vice president. And then this next picture shows what kind of person is Lenny, who will be our vice president, and eventually, 6 years later, president. The first one, she's going down the steps. For what? To listen to the president on the SONA. Bakit hindi siya sa harap? Okay? Why? Because ako din, when I attend, isang beses, 2 beses yata, I attend the state of, pagandahan ng bihis. Why? Kasi nariyan ang GMA 7, nariyan ang ABS-CBN, nariyan ang, all the channels, and the newspaper. Pakampunan ng litrato, kailangan bihis na. And everybody who goes through the front door, nakabihis. But Lenny did not go through the front door. Sabi sa kanya sarili, I don't need it. I know who I am. Sa likod. Para pumunta sa Congress, nasa likod siya. That's the kind of person who knows who she is. The last one, nakatindig sa kalsada. Anong hinihintay? Bus! 10 o'clock ng Friday, tapos na ang Congress, she's going back to Naga to visit her constituents. Wala ba siyang SUV? Wala ba siyang Toyota man lang? Or even Volkswagen? No. Because her salary is just enough to buy 900 pesos, air-conditioned bus, 10 o'clock, to go to Naga. And in Naga, naroon siya ng 6 o'clock, tulog ng konti, 8 o'clock, lakad na siya to each barangay to find out what do they need. That is the kind of person she is, the Vice President for MAN. Kung walang kurap talaga, walang mahirap. But we need not 6 years, not 12 years, we need at least 18 years. We need 18 years for Pinoy up to 2016, Maro has up to 2022, and Lenny will be ready. She's an understudy for 6 years. She will be a very good president in 2022 to 2028. And so when you came in, there was a piece of paper given you as an idea. Okay? The piece of paper given you, how do you volunteer? Nakasulat yata dyan. Okay? Please, for those, okay, salamat. Thank you. Okay? Please, you place your, if you have this, please, fill it up. Fill it up because all of us who are here, who have heard this talk, have a responsibility for our country. We have a responsibility for the rest of the 100 million Filipinos. We may be satisfied, we are maybe living a good life for ourselves. But for the 30 million na kulang pa, na walang kinakain sa at least isang araw, kulang pa. 4 million lang ang nabigyan ng CCT, ng 4-piece. There is another 10 million families na pobreng-pobre. We owe it to them to volunteer so that all the lies that are given about Mar, ako talaga, in the past 5 years, character assassination. Sobrang ginawa. Natumba lamang yung kanyang rice motorsiklo. Nasa front page ng Philippine Daily Inquirer. Oh my God. So, it is up to you. That's why I'm taking this time to talk to all of you. We are maybe probably 150 now. You all have been given the word, the truth. So, please, volunteer for Mar and Lenny. How do you volunteer? To recruit, secretarial work, social media, writing, speakers bureau, organizing, fundraising, distribution campaign. Alright? So, tulong ninyo sa kampanya. In fact, ang pinaka-importante nito, I am saying, all of us here, it's not only one vote. All of you can vote 100 times. Sabi mo ba? Mali yan. No? You can vote 100 times because you have an area, a sphere of influence of 100 people. Sa katulong na lang nyo. Yung katulong nyo, may mga relatives. Yung mga relatives, may mga neighbor. Yung mga kaklase nyo ng high school, kaklase nyo, like me, kaklase nyo in college, sa inyo mga tatrabahuan, at least 100. So if you talk to one, lalo na yung mga nakakarinig ng mga kasamalaan, ng mga kabulaanan, you have to talk to them to change their mind because the future of our country is at stake. You know, we are taking off within 6 years of Pinoy. We are not just cruising. When we fly a plane, the plane can fall. Okay? Ang ating Pilipinas, pwede pa rin lumagpak na naman, magiging na naman the most corrupt nation in the world. Please, don't let us do that. Because if we do the right thing, May 9, 2016, and we do it again, 2022, with Leni Robredo, 18 years of good governance, then the Philippines will truly be bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan. The Philippines will finally be our city on the hill. Yes. And so, let us do the right thing this election. Let us tell 100 of our people starting now. And then, come 2022, the Philippines will be a head nation and no longer be a tail. And then all of us can stand tall and say, I am Filipino.